Two things will change your life. How-tos and why-tos. And we're going to cover both of those. But before we get to the details, let me give you a thought. A big one. Your life changes when your philosophy changes. Not when the economy changes. Not when your boss changes. Not when the government changes. It changes when you change. Two things control that change. How you do things and why you do things. The how-tos will give you the tools. The why-tos will give you the power. Tools without power don't move anything. Power without direction causes chaos. You need both. Balanced, aligned, focused. You see, some people know how to do it, but they never ask why. And so they never tap into the deeper drive that keeps them going. Others know why. They dream big. They feel inspired, but they never learn how. And so the dream stays a dream. So what changes your life? The marriage of how and why. Knowledge and purpose. Method and meaning. Technique and drive. Today, we're going to uncover these two forces. How to build success. Why you must. Because if you know how, you'll have a plan. But if you know why, you'll have a reason. And reasons drive results. When the why gets strong, the how gets easy. So let's begin. Let's explore the two things that will change your life forever. Everything starts with a reason, not a wish, not a vague hope, a reason. Your why is the engine. Your why is the fire. Without it, nothing moves. You can have plans. You can have skills. You can have opportunity. But if you don't know why you're doing it, you won't last long enough to win. When the why gets strong, the how gets easy. Think about that. It's not the size of your goal that determines your success. It's the strength of your reason. Weak why equals weak effort. If your why is weak, your effort will be weak. You'll start, but you won't continue. You'll push a little, but you won't push through. A weak why makes you negotiate with your dreams. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe it's not my time. Maybe I'm not ready. A strong why says, now, not later. This matters. Life will ask you questions. Why wake up early? Why work when others are relaxing? Why sacrifice today for tomorrow? If you don't have a powerful why, you won't have a powerful answer. And without a powerful answer, you won't have powerful action. But when your why is deep, there is energy in your step. There is conviction in your voice. There is purpose in your work. People can see it. They can feel it. You can't fake it. You live your why. Your why must be bigger than your comfort, bigger than your excuses, bigger than your fears. Some people say, I want to be successful. That's not a why. That's a wish. Your why needs a face. Your why needs a name, a story, a reason that tugs at your heart. Maybe it's your family. Maybe it's your younger self who suffered. Maybe it's your future self waiting for you to evolve. Success is not something you chase. It's something you attract by the person you become. And the person you become is shaped by the reasons that drive you. Your life does not get better by chance. It gets better by change. But change requires fuel. Sometimes that fuel is pain. Maybe you're tired of struggling, tired of being overlooked, tired of settling for less when you know you were meant for more. That pain can become your why. That pain can become your push. Life has two choices. You will be pushed by pressure, or you will be pulled by purpose. Choose purpose. Don't just think it. Define it. Describe it. Write it in clear, emotional words. Say to yourself, I want to change the quality of my life so my children will have a better start. I want financial freedom so I can live with dignity, not desperation. I want health so I can enjoy my years instead of endure them. Your why must speak to your heart. If it doesn't move you emotionally, it won't move you physically. Discipline without reason is torture. Discipline with reason is passion. You don't force yourself to act. You feel compelled to act. The alarm rings and you rise. Not because you have to, but because your why is calling you. A father who said, I will never let my children live what I lived. A woman who said, I want to wake up proud, not tired of my own life. A young man who said, I refuse to die with potential still inside me. These aren't goals. These are declarations. A goal sits on paper. A why lives in your heart. Make no mistake, life will challenge your why. Hard days will come. Disappointments will knock on your door. People will doubt you. You will doubt yourself. But when your why is strong, you won't retreat. You will rise. You will say, this is not where my story ends. This is the chapter where I get stronger. For many, the turning point is not when they discover a new strategy. It's when they discover a new reason. Suddenly, everything changes. They speak differently. They walk differently. They no longer wait for opportunity. They create it because they have a reason to change, a reason to grow, a reason to win. Your why is your life's compass. Without it, you wander. With it, you move in the direction of purpose and power. This is where transformation begins. Reasons come first. Answers come second. Now the question is, what is your why? Knowing why you want success gives you the fire, but knowing how gives you the tools. Fire without tools burns out. Tools without fire gather dust. Success needs both. Your why gets you started. Your how keeps you going predictably, consistently, deliberately, because success is not an accident. Success is built, brick by brick, skill by skill, decision by decision. You don't have to be the smartest. You don't have to be the strongest. But if you learn the right skills, you can win. Skills make success learnable. That means anyone can make progress. If you can learn to read, you can learn to lead. If you can learn to write, you can learn to sell. If you can learn discipline, you can learn wealth. Don't wish it were easier. Wish you were better. When you get better, everything gets better. Better skills, better decisions, better life. Many people say, I hope things work out. That's a weak plan. Hope is not a strategy. How is a strategy? When you know how, you don't have to rely on hope. You rely on practice. You rely on predictability. You rely on principles that work. Imagine a farmer. He doesn't hope crops grow. He knows how to plant seeds, water the soil, manage the seasons. He follows the process, and nature delivers the harvest. Success is the same. There is a process. There is a system. There are how-tos. Follow them, and the harvest comes. 3 steps to mastering the how. Let's break it down. Simple, actionable, clear. Step 1, learn it. Study the best. Read the books. Listen to the mentors. Success leaves clues, follow them. If someone has what you want, learn what they do. Step 2, practice it. Information without application becomes distraction. Don't just know it, do it. Repetition builds mastery. Every day you practice, you are building muscle, mental, emotional, financial muscle. Step 3, refine it. Evaluate. Adjust. Improve. Ask, what's working? What's not? Don't be afraid to change your method. Winners are not perfect. Winners are continually improving. That's the how process. Learn, practice, refine, over and over, until you become unstoppable. When you develop skill, you develop confidence. Confidence is not built through wishing. It is built through competence. They go hand in hand. The more skilled you become, the more certain you feel. The more certain you feel, the more you act. The more you act, the more success you create. And suddenly people say, you're lucky. No, you're not. You're skilled. Success is attracted by the person you become. And the person you become is built with skill. Why people fail at the how? Most people don't fail because they're not capable. They fail because they never commit to learning how. They say, I already know. But knowing is not the same as doing. Doing is not the same as mastering. If you're not where you want to be, there's something you still need to learn. One skill you need to sharpen. One method you need to apply. This is not a setback. This is an invitation to grow. How creates predictable success? Think of success like a recipe. If you follow the recipe step by step, you get the dish. If you skip steps, guess what? You don't get the dish. Winners follow the recipe. Losers wing it. Here's the truth. Success is not mysterious. It is methodical. There is a method for health, a method for wealth, a method for influence, a method for leadership. Learn the method, and success becomes predictable. Imagine trying to build a house. You can be highly motivated. You can have a strong why, but without knowing how to build, the house will never stand. Your life is your house. Your skills are the bricks. Your habits are the foundation. Your consistency is the cement that holds it together. With the right how, you're not just hoping your life improves. You're building it. No one is going to do it for you. Not your boss. Not the government. Not luck. You must become a student of success. Learn the how. Apply the how. Refine the how. That's how you move from average to extraordinary. Because the truth is simple. If you develop the skills, you create the life. To have more, you must first become more. If your why is the fuel and your how is the vehicle, then balance is the driver. Because what good is a full tank of fuel if there is no steering wheel? And what good is a perfect car if there is no fuel to power it forward? Success requires alignment. Alignment between your purpose and your plan, your passion and your practice, your desire and your discipline. When these two forces come together, that's when transformation happens. That's when ordinary people begin to achieve extraordinary results. Some people have passion. They talk big. They dream big. They feel inspired, but they never take action. They have the why, but no how. And then there are those with the how. They have systems. They follow routines. They work hard, but they don't know why. Their work becomes empty. They burn out. They quit. They have the how, but no why. Either one alone is insufficient. It's like trying to clap with one hand. You need both. Emotion plus execution equals momentum. Your why gives you emotion. Your how gives you execution. When emotion and execution meet, you generate momentum. Momentum is powerful. Momentum is what turns daily actions into unstoppable progress. Momentum is when you stop pushing success and success starts pulling you. When your dreams and your disciplines work together, destiny begins to unfold. Let's call it what it is. The law of alignment. When your beliefs, your goals, your skills, and your actions are aligned, success becomes automatic. Not automatic in effort. Automatic in direction. You know where you're going. You know why you're going. And you know how to get there. Misalignment creates frustration. Alignment creates acceleration. Ask yourself, do my daily actions match my deepest desires? Do my habits support my goals or sabotage them? Am I practicing what I know or just thinking about it? Is there harmony between what I say I want and what I actually do each day? Your life will always reveal whether you are aligned or not. If you say you want health but you don't practice good habits, misalignment. If you say you want wealth but you never build skills or invest, misalignment. If you say you want freedom but you stay in your comfort zone, misalignment. Success demands we bring our thoughts, emotions, and actions into unity. The bridge between why and how. Your why is emotional. Your how is practical. The bridge between them is commitment. Commitment is where you say, I will not wait for motivation. I will act from purpose. I will not depend on feelings. I will depend on decisions. Commitment turns your why into daily practice. Commitment turns your how into a lifestyle. Motivation gets you started. Discipline keeps you growing. And discipline is born from alignment. You know why it matters, and you know how to make it happen. 3 levels of alignment. To master the balance, you must align in 3 areas. 1, align your mind. Your thoughts must match your goals. You cannot think small and live big. You cannot expect success and speak defeat. 2, align your heart. Your emotions must support your mission. If you don't feel it, you won't follow it. Your heart must burn for what your mind believes. 3, align your hands. Your actions must reflect your intentions. Every day, your hands must do the work that matches your why. Thoughts create vision. Emotions create desire. Actions create results. This is full alignment. What happens when you're aligned? When your why and your how are connected, something incredible happens. Focus becomes clear. Energy becomes consistent. Effort becomes meaningful. Results become inevitable. People will ask, how do you stay so motivated? You won't need motivation. You'll have alignment. Alignment is stronger than motivation. Motivation fades. Alignment sustains. Sunlight is scattered, gentle, warm, harmless. But when you focus that same light, when you align it, it becomes a laser. It can cut through steel. That's the power of alignment. Ordinary energy, focused, becomes extraordinary force. Your thoughts are light. Your emotions are heat. Your actions are direction. Align them, and you become unstoppable. Balance is not passive. It is powerful. Some people think balance means doing less. No, real balance means doing what matters most, with full dedication. Balance is not about reducing effort. It's about aiming your effort. Knowing your why gives you aim. Knowing your how gives you accuracy. When your why and how align, you don't just chase success. You become success. You don't wait for opportunities. You attract them. You don't rely on luck. You rely on principles. From this balance, a new identity emerges. A person of clarity, a person of direction, a person of results. This is the turning point. This is the moment you stop living life by chance and start living life by design. Your why gives you the reason. Your how gives you the roadmap. Alignment gives you unstoppable power. Live with purpose. Work with skill. When purpose and skill unite, destiny moves in your favor. Two things will change your life forever: your philosophy of why and your discipline of how. But here's the real test. Can you take the ideas and turn them into action daily? Not once a year, not once inspiration hits, but every single day. Because what we know is not what changes our life. What we live is what shapes our destiny. You don't need a new life strategy every month. What you need is a daily routine built upon the right philosophy. If your why is your purpose and your how is your plan, your daily actions become the bridge between desire and achievement. Success is not an event. It's a daily practice. You don't become successful. You grow into success through small disciplines repeated over time. Discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishment. You can't change your destination overnight, but you can change your direction tonight before you go to bed. Your life is a direct reflection of your daily agenda. Show me your habits, and I will show you your future. Not your dreams, not your wishes. Your habits. You don't decide your future. You decide your habits, and your habits decide your future. Let's talk about 4 practical daily habits that turn philosophy into results. 1. Daily reflection. Why am I doing what I'm doing? At the beginning of the day, ask yourself, what am I working toward today? And why does it matter? If you don't connect your tasks to your purpose, work becomes a burden. But if your daily actions are connected to a meaningful cause, even the smallest task becomes spiritual. When the why is clear, the how becomes easy. Turn your calendar into a personal mission sheet. Don't just write meeting to advance my communication skills. Don't just write workout. Write workout to honor my body and energy. Add meaning to action, and action becomes fulfilling. Daily skill building. What skill am I developing today? Your income seldom exceeds your level of personal development. So each day, commit to learning something, just one idea, one skill, one insight. You don't need a university degree every year, but you do need daily improvement. 30 minutes of reading, 15 minutes of journaling, 10 minutes of practicing your craft. These tiny investments compound because while most people entertain themselves daily, leaders educate themselves daily. Formal education will make you a living. Self-education will make you a fortune. 3. Daily discipline. What must be done today, no matter what? Discipline is not about doing everything. It's about doing the important things, even when you don't feel like it. Success is reserved for those who do what is required, not what is convenient. Start your day with one commitment. Before I rest tonight, these 3 things must be done. That is the daily contract you make with your future self. Don't negotiate with laziness. Don't wait for motivation. Motivation is a visitor. Discipline is a resident. Do what you can with what you have where you are, and do it every day. 4. Daily review. How did I grow today? Growth is not automatic. It must be measured. Before bed, ask, what did I learn? What progress did I make? What attitude did I improve? Success comes to those who live with awareness. Failure comes to those who live by impulse. Your future deserves 5 minutes of reflection before sleep. When you turn a daily task into a meaningful ritual, it becomes a source of energy, not exhaustion. Morning is not just a time to wake up, it's a time to rise up. Evening is not just a time to rest, it's a time to reset. Every day becomes a story. Every action becomes a seed. And soon, you begin to see life differently. You no longer hope for success. You create it day by day. Let me remind you of a powerful truth. Success is nothing more than a few simple disciplines practiced every day, while failure is simply a few errors in judgment repeated every day. Miss one day, you barely notice. Miss 1 week, others start noticing. Miss 1 month, life starts changing backward. That's how life works. Quietly, silently, consistently. Your philosophy plus your routine equals your future. Meaning without action is daydreaming. Action without meaning is labor. Action with meaning is transformation. Life does not respond to what you want. Life responds to what you do daily, consistently, purposefully. 2 things will change your life forever. Your philosophy, knowing your why, your discipline, mastering your how. And when you apply both every single day, you unlock the life you were designed to live. Don't start your day until you have it finished on paper. Don't finish your day until you have learned from it. This is how ordinary days become extraordinary. This is how life changes, not in a year, not in a month, but in the daily disciplines of a determined mind, mastery. Not a word we throw around lightly. It is earned. It is lived. It is built day by day. Many people chase success. Many people chase money, fame, or comfort. But mastery is something different. It is the person you become before life bends to your will. I remember when I was younger, I struggled hard, struggled with money, struggled with confidence, struggled with direction. I wanted success, but I didn't know how. I knew my why, but my how was weak. I tried shortcuts. I blamed circumstances. I envied others, and nothing worked. Then one day, I realized struggle is not the enemy. Struggle is the teacher. It is in struggle that mastery is born, not in luck, not in comfort, not in easy victories. The person who masters themselves masters life. The first step toward mastery: own your life, own your choices, own your outcomes. No excuses. No blaming the economy, the boss, or the weather. It doesn't matter where you start. It matters where you take yourself. I once met a man who lost everything. Business gone, savings gone. Most people would feel sorry. Most people would quit. Not him. He said, I can rebuild. I will rebuild. I have the skills. I have the reasons. I will rise. He did, and he became a leader in his field. Because he took responsibility. Mastery is not a secret. It is principle-based. Success leaves clues. Wealth leaves clues. Leadership leaves clues. You don't need to reinvent the wheel. You need to follow proven principles consistently. Learn. Apply. Refine. Repeat. The more you align with these principles, the less life feels like a struggle. Life begins to work for you, not against you. Mastery is daily. Small disciplines done consistently become massive results. I like to tell people, you will be what you repeatedly do, not what you think about. not what you plan, not what you dream. What you do every day defines you. Wake up with intention, act with focus, finish strong, review, improve. Do this every day. And slowly, the struggle fades. The chaos subsides. Confidence grows. Results appear. Mastery transforms your role in life. No longer are you a passenger. No longer are you waiting for opportunity. You create opportunity. You influence others. You guide others. You set the example. People are drawn to mastery, not because of wealth, not because of charm, but because mastery radiates calm, competence, and consistency. I remember a young man I mentored. He was talented but lost. I told him, don't wait for someone to lead you. Become the leader you are waiting for. He did, and in doing so, he inspired everyone around him. Leadership is the byproduct of mastery, not the goal. Mastery does not mean life becomes easy. It means you are no longer defeated by difficulty. Storms still come. Problems still arise. But you face them differently, with calm, with wisdom, with skill. I remember building my first business. Endless setbacks. Every step met with resistance. Most people would quit. But mastery is cultivated in those moments. When you face difficulty and persist, you grow, you learn, you evolve. Struggle is the raw material. Mastery is the finished product. Mastery is not about chasing results. It is about becoming the kind of person who naturally attracts them. People notice you. Opportunities notice you. Life begins to respond to your consistency, clarity, and competence. It's no longer about pushing. It's about being a person of skill, being a person of character, being a person who acts, delivers, and inspires. Success is predictable. It is not magic. It is the person you become. The final stage of mastery is not selfish. It is generous. When you no longer struggle, you guide those who do. You teach what you learned. You lift others while climbing. I remember mentoring a young entrepreneur. I shared lessons I had learned the hard way. Seeing him grow reminded me, mastery is not just personal. It is relational. It is creating a legacy beyond yourself. Daily habits of the mastered person. 1. Clarity. Clear purpose every day. 2. Consistency. Daily disciplines that matter. 3. Reflection. Learn from every experience. 4. Action. Never procrastinate. 5. Influence. Help, guide, and lead others. These are not complicated. They are simple, but simplicity done consistently is powerful. Mastery is not a destination. It is a journey, a lifelong pursuit, but the reward is extraordinary. You move from struggle to flow, from chaos to calm, from following to leading. You become the person who no longer waits for life, but creates life. And when you live this way, you don't just change your own life. You change the lives of everyone you touch. 2 things will change your life forever: knowing your why and mastering your how. Live them daily. Grow into them fully. Become the person who leads, not the one who struggles. 2 things. Remember them. They will change your life forever. Your why, your reason, your purpose, your how, your skill, your daily practice. If you combine the 2, if you align your purpose with your action, life stops being a struggle and starts being a masterpiece. You don't wait for opportunity. You create it. You don't chase success. You become success. Mastery is not about perfection. It is about progress. It is about showing up every day with intention, with focus, with courage. Remember this: the person who masters themselves masters life. You have the tools. You have the reason. Now it is time to act. This is your moment, your life, your choice. Go build it.